When you have a bad habit, say pornography, say adultery, extremely bad. In the case of adultery, major sin. In the case of pornography, minor sin, but it's still a sin. And I want to tell you something. When you have a bad habit of this nature and you want to eradicate it and you have told yourself no more, a day will come when you might slip up again, right? You might drop again, because you know what? You're a human. On that day, don't think, I blew it, that's it, now I'm back to my old ways. You're not. You're not back to your old ways. No.
Brothers and sisters in Islam, there is a battle that we don't know of. There is a hidden war going on in between our brains that we need to conquer. Society is trying to make sure that the average Muslim is afflicted with bad habits that will ruin his or her life. And that bad habit is addiction. Over the years, Islam has always been attacked by different forces in might and in strength. And today, they are attacking us by using our own body. Fellow brothers and sisters in Islam, addiction is a disease which is not medically necessary but physiologically important. And it is the action of our brains. So in simple 5 steps today, I'm going to enlighten us all on how to quit any addiction so that we can regain our health and faith, inshallah. Back in the days when phones were scarce and human beings only had to visit each other face to face to ensure a conversation, there were a group of people, although thinking right for the next generation, also destroyed it at the same time. In fact, let me talk to those suffering from addiction, which could be in any form. Maybe you are addicted to food, or you are addicted to sleep, or probably you are addicted to nudity on the internet, or perhaps you are addicted to your own phone. And all these are not safe habits that a Muslim should portray, because once it is an addiction, it becomes a problem for your faith and your deen. Have you seen how people who are addicted to their phones pray? Have you ever wondered how people who like eating always procrastinate? Or maybe those who are addicted to nudity find it very difficult to hold onto a spouse? These are the things that give shaitan happiness, and these are the things that actually makes a person lose faith in his deen, and of course result in major sins in the future. It is for this reason that we need to attack this war, and when we do, we have to win, because if we don't, then we will lose ourselves in a behavior of the unseen. So let me take you through the 5 Islamic steps to destroy your addiction. Number 1 is be intentional. What I mean by being intentional is that you should have a clear vision, a clear intention that you want to stop all your addictions, that you want to quit all your bad habits and then turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when you make intention for this transformation, then you're actually telling your brain that this time I'm not relapsing, that no, am I going back, I'm in for all, that you need to keep tight until I regain myself. And over time, you will start feeling worse, like you will feel very tired, you will feel stressed, and you not have joy in anything, because your dopamine has reduced as a result of trying to regain and destroy your addiction. But during this period, you need to keep tight, and once you pass that particular phase, you are sure going to win this battle. Number 2 is to wake up for Fajr. You see, there is a time between 3:30 and 4:30 that is most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes down during this time to ask his servant what he or she wants. So when you wake up around that time with the intention of making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that he can help you in your addiction, then you are most likely going to stop, because the Prophet ﷺ has given us a clear statement in an authentic hadith that all the prayers that are made during this particular period are automatically answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it will be a great loss to a Muslim if you are not able to get up at or before Fajr and make some du'as or prayers to your Lord. It is as well the only time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listens to the cry of his servants. So utilize that time and you will have a good result, inshallah. Also, you can't imagine regaining your mental strength without having your mornings right. When the first hours of your morning goes well, all the hours in the day will go as well. So be steady and make use of this time. Number 3 is to sleep early. You see, sleeping early is very crucial in the life of someone who wants to fight his or her addiction. And get this right, it can be drug addiction, it can be food addiction, it can be addiction to nudity, and of course, it can be addiction to your phones. So, in order for you to have a good mental health over time, you need to always go to bed early. And besides, you can't get up before Fajr if you don't hit the bed early. And for the very first days or the weeks, you will feel some pressure, but after that you will be great and in good spirits. And for the idea of going to bed very early, it is not so that you can get up early in the morning. It is because the brain becomes less lucid in the evenings and in the early mornings. So once you are in your room alone at night, you'll be prone to all your addictions and they will hunt you down. And if you are not strong enough, you will fall into their trap. Which is why going to bed early will help you and will help you clear all the distractions from your brain, which will actually make you stronger in the morning. Number 4 is to work out. You see, working out not only grants you muscles, but rather helps you keep negative thoughts afar. You see, brothers and sisters in Islam, if you are following very well, you realize that all the information that I'm giving you are all related, because you can't do one without the other. Once you achieve one goal, you are most likely to achieve the next goal, and then the next goal, and then the next goal. So having a schedule of early morning workout or early evening workout can drastically help you in order to fight this addiction. Number 5, which is very, very important and the most necessary of all, is to believe. You see, having faith in yourself that you can do what your mind is set up to do, and also having the faith and then the feeling of accomplishment when you get up in the morning, and always be ready to face down times, stress, or even tiredness. Also, remember that in your quest for victory in this war between your mind and your heart, Shaitan will not leave you be. He will be coming for you. He will be tormenting you, and he will make your life miserable. So, in order for you to pass this process, you need to keep the spirit up high. You need to keep the motivation at its peak, and you need to keep following what you're doing. And after some days or some time, you will be back to your normal self. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I know that by now you are ready to start this journey, that you want to destroy your addiction and you want to start a fresh life for yourself. And I will tell you the truth that following this method will not only help you accomplish this particular goal, but it will as well make you a successful Muslim. You will start accomplishing your goals faster, and you will stop procrastinating, and you will actually live a life of content in everything that you have. On the other hand, when you don't see results, when you start, don't give up. Keep going, keep pushing, and it will one day free from your mind. Know that, brothers and sisters in Islam, your addiction is a disease. So whatever that you are addicted to is probably not good for you, and that there are a list of things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made haram to us, and these things are what we usually get addicted to. So to know those things, click on this particular video where I have made a clear and in detail